So, what if you found one of your relatives found in the remains of a snake? Well, I'm Mortika Lacrosse, and that's what this first strange but true story is. I'm Mortika Lacrosse, and this is strange but true.
Every episode, I search all over the internet. I scowl all over the internet.
Stories that are weird,
Crazy, out there. This is strange but true.
So this first story in Strange But True is about this woman, Watiba, who left her, village and whatnot, right? Because she had this garden like about a half a mile from her house, and then she didn't come back. And they're like, oh, something's going on. So they go looking for her, right? And they can't find her. They only find some of her belongings, including a flashlight, her machete, and her sandals. And so these 100 locals that are in this village, they go out for a search party, and they come across this snake, right? And the snake's like 23 feet long and bloated and whatnot, and it's like 100 feet away from where her belongings were found. So the residents were suspicious, like, you know what? I think the snake is what happened to her. So they cut the snake open, and they open it, and they look in it, and they're like, hey, that's where she is. Now, the thing I find interesting about this story is they find the woman in the snake, right? And they're like, hey, let's stay here. Let's stay out here in the middle of dangerous area after our relative was found in a fucking snake, because that's the right thing to do. Me, I'd be like, come on, let's get the hell out of here. We're going. Come on, let's go. We're going this way. We're getting the fuck out.
Now, real quick, on your screen are the pictures, if you will, that were taken after they cut it open. And as you can tell, after they cut the snake open, the woman's partially digested, if you will.
And I guess the moral of this story is
2 bushels equal a barrel.
no.
Many hens make light work.
No, that's not it.
Don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
No.
A rolling stone gathers no moss. A stitch in time saves 9.
The moral of the story is that you probably should not live out in the area with giant, huge, large snakes that could swallow you whole. Living out in the middle of nowhere where there is a bunch of snakes is fine, but with a snake that's huge that could probably swallow a whole person. If I was living somewhere and a snake could swallow a whole person, I'd be leaving as soon as possible. So this next strange but true story is this woman actually sewed this thing with human hair.
Say what?
Yeah, that's right. With human hair, and it's about to be displayed at the London Museum. Her husband was executed in 1716 for rebelling against the King of England, and then afterwards, the woman got the stuff back, and she decided, you know what I want to do with that? I'm going to sew this love letter, if you will, about him, and I'm going to use human hair.
So here's part of the thing that she sewed with the human hair. It's not the full thing, but this is the thing that will be in the museum and whatnot, representing a certain time in history where people were actually, executed during this particular king's reign. And not only that, but a lot of people apparently used human hair to sew things like this, if you will, together. So this next strange but true story, if you will, is about this actress in London, Abba, who claims that aliens have contacted her, and they're now her husbands.
What a coincidence! I too made contact with aliens, and am gonna have multiple alien wives and husbands. That's why I'm out here. I'm waiting for them to arrive. I'm not sure though. What do you think, Mordecai number 1 that's back at the studio? Do you think they're going to show up?
I don't think they're going to show up, Mordecai number 2. Sorry.
Oh, you don't? Well, damn. Maybe I'd have better luck if it was in the middle of the night, not during the day. Don't think I'm going to have any alien contact out here anyways. This is an ancient Indian burial ground, so most likely I'll accidentally raise up a few demons. Whoops.
And if you're wondering, you're like, hey, wait, you said that the outside Mordecai was Mordecai number 2. Well, that's right. Before we get back into the story, I actually cloned myself because I was bored with a cloning machine, and that's Mordecai number 2. There's 3, 4, 5. I have lost count. So apparently, due to COVID, sightings of UFOs and aliens have, risen about 1,000 in 2020 to 7,200 recorded encounters with extraterrestrials recently. So knowing those numbers, maybe Mordecai number 2 that's out there still waiting in the field, I didn't let him back in. I told him he wasn't come back in because he was a crazy nut job. And I was like, hey, Mordecai number 2, if you want to believe in aliens, you know what? You can stay out there until your alien wives and husbands come and get you. Screw you. So he's still out there waiting. I just hope he doesn't die from heat exhaustion. Don't worry, don't worry, people. I will take him a bottle of water or maybe some Gatorade. But his ass is staying out there until the UFOs come in. But anyways, with those numbers, maybe he'll have actual luck and the aliens will actually come and get him. Who knows? But the point being is this strange but true story is about this actress Ababella, and she wants to normalize interspecies dating. And when she says interspecies dating, she doesn't mean like they do it on the Discovery Channel. She means like aliens and humans, because apparently it's like forbidden back in the Draco constellation for reptilian shape-shifting aliens like her lovers to actually, you know, mate with humans. It didn't actually say that in the article that they were reptilian shape-shifting aliens. I just thought it sounded funny for this video, and she like uploaded this to her YouTube channel and talked about it on her YouTube channel of how they didn't show her true form because they weren't ready. And am I the only one thinking of that one episode of South Park with the taco pooping? So yeah, that episode, that's what I was thinking of. And the reason I was thinking of that is because she said the aliens weren't ready to show their true form. And I remember that the alien in that episode of South Park showed up as like somebody they knew, and then like the children of South Park like fucked with them and like said, no, we want a taco that poops ice cream, and that's what they got. But apparently, yeah, she wasn't ready to. Anyways, according back to the article, she wasn't willing to go to their home planet yet with her alien lovers or husbands. I'm not sure if they're married. I don't know if it was notarized. Somebody get on the phone and let me know. We need to call Congress. We need to call the governor, or I guess since she's in England, it would be whatever the English version of that is. Anyways, that's beside the point. So the point being is, yeah, she wasn't ready to go to their home planet, and she wasn't, maybe she's not married yet, but the point is, she wasn't ready yet, so she's still here on Earth, but they're waiting because, you know, unlike human men, according to her, they're willing to wait for her. That's what she thinks. They just want that human pussy. I'm just saying. And so our last story for this strange but true story is this guy who like butchered his grandfather. But at first when the police showed up, he's like, oh yeah, he's a Vietnam vet and that's my dad. And yeah, I killed him because he attacked me. And then they found the shrine, right? And they look in his room and there's this shrine that he has in his room and there's like, you know, parts of the skin that he degloved his grandfather, which apparently, I didn't know this is a term where you peel off the skin off the hand and they call it degloved. Weird fucking name for that. But anyway, so they deglove his ass. I mean, you know, he degloved his ass. And then they're like, okay. And then they realized, you know, why they're patting him, they're like, wait, there's something in his pocket. And believe it or not, there was, you know, 2 ears in his pocket.
Has anyone seen my collection of ears or noses?
Can't say I have, Mordecai Lacrosse number 3.
Oh, you haven't?
Can't say I have.
So Mordecai number 1 back in the studio. You haven't seen him anywhere?
Can't say I have.
Oh, okay.
By the way, do you know where Mordecai Lacrosse number 2 is?
Oh, I already went out to the field. Mordecai number 2 is no longer out there. I think the aliens finally came and got him.
Well, I guess the aliens finally did come and get Mordecai Lacrosse number 2. And Mordecai Lacrosse number 3, I think I might need to, like, lock him in a basement somewhere. So anyways, back to the story. So they, like, patted him down, and they found, like, the ears, and he's like, oh, yeah, these are my grandfather's ears, and we was sitting around smoking marijuana, and then, like, one thing led to another. I don't think there was just marijuana in that, son. I think there was, like, some LSD or some shit after hearing half this story. So they arrested him and whatnot, and took his ass to jail, because he's a fucking weirdo, and probably a psychopath. So anyways, tell me what you thought of the new way that I did this video, because this is a new way of doing it, of how I edited it and how I added all that extra content, and I'd like to hear your feedback, so let me know in the comment section of what you thought. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified of future Strange But True videos. And it's free. It's completely free. It's cheaper, you know, than Mountain Dew or this thing, or cheaper than this. Oh, I'm kidding. I didn't even pay for that. Somebody else did, so it's about the same price of that thing that I just threw. But anyways, you know, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified of future videos like this, because I'm going to try for the next Strange But True video I do, or the Strange People in History video, to do, you know, something similar like I did in this video. Anyways, comment down below what you thought of the stories or any of the content in this video, and check the description bar, as always, for the links and whatnot to the stories that you saw in this video. Anyways, that's all we have time for today. Like I said, it's totally free. It's not going to cost you anything. It's not going to cost you your soul or damn you to all hell in eternity. Mortika Lacrosse number 5 is usually the one that makes those kind of deals. So anyways, thank you for watching. I'm Mortika Lacrosse. As always, stay strange.